It's here first from IPR News. I'm Megan McKinney. Tornado Alley is moving east into the Midwest, and the Waterloo School District has changed course for funding for a new high school after property tax laws were reformed this year. It's Tuesday, July 14th. Another Iowa county has hit pause on permits for data centers. The Ida County Board of Supervisors has unanimously voted to enact an indefinite moratorium on new data center development. Devlin Whiting is chairman of the board and says the moratorium was proposed after seeing other counties like Woodbury and Plymouth counties pass their own. The Ida County supervisors voted on the data center moratorium at the end of June. Whiting says it'll give the board time to learn more about data centers.
We want to grow our county, and we don't want to turn down something that could be really good for our county and bring in revenue and not use the resources and be positive for our county. But in the other aspect, we don't want to do anything that's going to make the quality of life for our citizens worse.
Whiting says Ida County officials have been contacted in the past couple of weeks by companies that are developing data centers. He says the county is meeting with them to learn more. The Waterloo School District is pursuing an unexpected $80 million loan to finance a new high school. The school board approved the loan last night after legislation pulled money from the district earlier this summer. Here's more from IPR's Gavin McGough.
The loan allows the district to access last-minute cash for its high school construction. Waterloo planned to pay for the $160 million facility with a state sales tax for school infrastructure, but recent legislation redirects a portion of that money to property tax relief. District Finance Director J.T. Anderson says the move impacted schools across the state.
The difference that we have compared to other districts, we were in the middle of a huge project, so we needed to take action in order to basically finance the rest of our project.
Voters approved the high school in 2024. It will replace Waterloo's two existing high schools. The project promises to bring cost savings and new spirit to a district embattled by enrollment declines and staff layoffs. I'm Gavin McGough, IPR News.
Republican candidate for governor Zach Lane says he hasn't considered whether state troopers will take over to fly the small planes he may travel in if he's elected. Lane regularly pilots a plane he owns, and on one Saturday this past April, he flew himself to 4 different cities to attend the Iowa GOP's district conventions. Lane spoke recently on Iowa Press on Iowa PBS.
You know, it's something I haven't even thought about yet. Just be very open with you. I do know that we do have state troopers that are pilots. Actually, some have reached out to me and said they do look forward to working with me should I become governor.
In 1954, Iowa Governor William Beardsley died in an accident in a car he was driving. Since then, state troopers have served as drivers for governors. Current Governor Kim Reynolds has been using an Iowa State Patrol plane for official travel. In May, the Des Moines Register reported airport records show Lane's plane had flown back and forth to Kansas about once a week. The children from Lane's previous marriage and his wife's previous marriage live in Kansas. Democratic candidate for Governor Rob Sand has questioned how much time Lane spends in Iowa. The U.S. has had a busy tornado season so far, and the majority of the storms are going through the Midwest, east of what's traditionally thought of as Tornado Alley. Iowa has seen 68 tornadoes so far this year. The annual average in our state is 50. Harvest Public Media's Abigail Botar has more.
Severe weather in the Midwest has been surpassing records. Illinois, for example, typically averages 54 tornadoes annually, but this year, according to the National Weather Service, the state leads the nation with 178 tornadoes so far. That's a trend Victor Gensini has been studying for nearly a decade. He's a professor of Earth, Atmosphere, and Environment at Northern Illinois University and published research in 2018 showing tornadoes have been shifting east into the Midwest and Southeast. He says climate change causing warmer temperatures could be contributing to this increase in activity in these regions.
The conditions are kind of favorable, right? If we have more of that heat and humidity laying around.
Missouri, Indiana, and Iowa have also seen higher than average tornado activity this year. I'm Abigail Botar, Harvest Public Media.
You're listening to Here First from IPR. I'm Megan McKinney. IPR's CEO is retiring tomorrow. Myrna Johnson has been leading IPR since 2014 and has navigated us through tough times like the loss of federal funding. In just a moment, we hear from her as she reflects on public radio's mission and where it's heading as she passes the baton to a new leader. Stay with us for that conversation. Welcome back. It's Here First from IPR. I'm Megan McKinney.
Some news here at Iowa Public Radio. Our Chief Executive Officer, Myrna Johnson, is retiring this week. She has led IPR since 2014, overseeing IPR's 27 stations. She has led significant audience and fundraising growth and oversaw when IPR transitioned to a community-based network in 2022, and so much more, all leaving IPR in good shape for the next CEO. Hey, Myrna, thanks for being here today.
Thank you so much, Megan. I love being here.
What have you been reflecting on these past few weeks?
Well, I feel really proud of what we've created and just excited to see where IPR goes in the future. But I'm also excited to take some time off and be able to travel and garden and just enjoy some retirement.
Yeah, that sounds lovely.
Yeah.
IPR and public media has been through some tough times, the pandemic, the loss of federal funding.
Yes.
I'm curious, what has kept you motivated during those tough times?
Yeah. Well, I think I just believe in what we provide to the community and the need for what we do. And so it's just felt imperative to just keep moving forward. And honestly, the staff inspire me every single day. I just love the creativity and being able to support you all in doing your work has really been a huge motivating factor to me. It's just providing an environment that we can do the work that we do.
How have you seen public radio change in your career? And how do you view its place in a world where there's more places to receive accurate and not so accurate of information?
Yeah. Well, I came into public radio. I mean, I became a fan of public radio, really early days of public radio. So when Prairie Home Companion was like one of the great big sort of pillars. And so I think that established a sensibility public broadcasting that was not only news, but also this idea of providing just some joy and some fun. So to me, the public radio brand is about curiosity. It's about fun, but it's also about really solid information that we all need in our communities. So, honestly, journalism is the foundation, but there's so much more. We're feeding people's curiosity. We're providing community to people every single day. And I think it just is still important. It's still super important and will continue to be. With all of the changes in technology and the way we're all kind of finding our own tribes online, I feel like we're kind of an oasis where people can come and hear diverse points of view, can have civil conversations, can really probe the issues of the day. And I think it's just so important. It's just so important. And I think it's going to continue to be. And so I think public radio will be vital because of that.
How do you see long-term sustainability of public media?
Yeah. Well, we're all working on that. The media environment is changing dramatically. We obviously have a really strong membership base, which is key to our sustainability. You all, listeners, have really stepped up at key moments in IPR's history when we lost university support, when we lost state funding, when we lost CPB funding. You all stepped up and really helped us move forward. And so that's going to continue to be a really important piece of our sustainability, is making sure that our community feels served and therefore supports what we do. But I think that the media environment is causing us to change, right? We're far more than a radio station at this point. We have newsletters, we have podcasts, you can stream our work online instead of listening on a radio or in your car radio. So there's so many ways that you can get our content. We're doing video now too. So we are we're trying to find ways that we can reach people in very different kinds of forms than we used to. And that's going to be critical.
And you certainly will definitely be missed, but I wish you the best on your next chapter.
Thank you so much, Megan.
That's Myrna Johnson, Iowa Public Radio CEO, who is retiring tomorrow. Kelly Edmonster, IPR's former Director of Finance and Operations, will serve as the interim CEO until a new CEO takes over. I'm Megan McKenney. Thanks for listening today. Thanks for supporting IPR. I'm going to be out for the rest of the week, but I'll be back on Monday. Talk then. Have a great week.